This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 938. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. That was almost 26 years ago. And
oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah, based on the show notes, I worry that we're going to be doing this episode for the next 26 years. So let's get things underway. With me this week, we have Chris.
The show notes weren't as scary looking until JT Prime gave us a gift about half an hour ago.
Yeah,
Thank you, JT Prime.
Thank you, JT Prime. Haven't seen him in the Discord in a while.
Yeah.
He was in there today.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
he's
I
awesome.
hate that I missed him. So tfradio.net/Discord. Diecast, hey, how are you doing?
I'm all jacked up on Red Bull. I'm ready to go.
Heck yeah.
Well, that explains some things.
Don?
Hello, I'm not jacked up on Red Bulls.
Maybe you should try it sometime.
Fix it.
With that much sugar, no, my kidneys will
No,
not.
they have sugar-free.
Yeah, sugar-free. Matt?
Yeah.
I love Red Bull, but I can't drink it anymore. It does horrible things to my body.
I'm sorry. Rob?
I'm here.
Well, what are your thoughts on Red Bull, Rob?
Never had it.
It doesn't taste good, but it's got caffeine.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, okay.
It is delicious.
Okay.
I had white
But it makes me feel like I'm about to fall over as soon as it wears off.
The White Peach is new.
White Peach is amazing. I only got it because when I went to GameStop, they gave me one for free.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, whoa, this is really good.
Oh,
Could I
that was
have
to keep your energy up in the 2-hour line to pay for your Switch 2 pre-order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
and
have
then
this,
come back at midnight.
yeah, or have this in lieu of a Switch 2.
I've only gotten free Red Bull when I was a designated driver. Like, that's normal. John, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. And I agree. Red Bull's delicious.
Okay, well, sweet. Okay, let's jump into the news. So,
Oh, boy.
literally, I haven't gone through this. This is a big, long list.
Yeah.
And it popped up between when I left work and signed on to get ready for pre-show, and it's a lot. Let's do it. So, JT Prime has his first. I thought he was retired. Was he not retiring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome back.
Our Discord people were comparing him to Michael Jordan earlier.
Yeah, there you go. The first time, not the second time.
Yeah. Well.
Actually, did he retire the second time, or did he just go to the Wizards? I can't remember. Never mind. We're not no time for that. So, new 2026.
We are not qualified to be a sports podcast.
And 2027 question mark listings found. Age of the Primes, Studio Series, Titan and Commander info, exclusives, and more. There's a ton here. So, there's notes here listed. No Age of the Primes, Titan in 2026 because there is a Studio Series Titan. Interesting. There'll be 2 Commanders. Comics will be introduced in the Studio Series in 2027. Leader, Hound, Swoop, Sloop.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
abbreviation is supposed to be.
Yeah. Fort Max and Soundwave are super early 2027 listings. Okay. Age of the Primes. Voyager Swindle.
Yay.
Voyager?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a leg.
Yeah, so it's got to, have that ankle articulation. Which
Yeah, so
means-
it'll be-
I know Brawl was going to be a Voyager. I just thought that would be because of like transformation complexity or something. But
No, it's for load bearing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Swindle-
it's Scrapper and Mixmaster all over again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Voyager Vector Prime.
Reissue.
Yeah. I guess.
Probably.
Yeah. Deluxe Jalopy.
I have no idea what that is.
that has to be some kind of Junkion.
Yeah, I hope
can
it's
hope.
just like an old beat up car or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Deluxe Joyride.
Power Master, I hope, please.
Deluxe Tailgate.
Which means we'll be getting Wind Charger before
I
too
think
long.
We
I think
already
Wind
knew we
Charger
were
is-
getting Wind Charger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deluxe Point Blank.
Reissue, I
Reissue?
assume.
Fangry.
From the multi-pack?
Could be.
Yeah. Who knows?
That's
Don.
interesting.
Don, for you. Deluxe. Pardon me. Leader Armada Megatron. You get it again.
Package refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leader,
I got.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go
Well,
ahead.
No, it's like I bought that for $25 just to. I don't know why I did, and I still feel like I overpaid. So
You got
It's
cheated.
boring.
Yeah. Leader Unicron Soldier.
the comic, they said the comics were being done. That's
Well,
the
the comics are being done in
That's
Studio Series.
This is not
Oh,
Studio
okay.
Series.
This is Age of the Primes.
okay, because I'm thinking of that one cover of 74 where it's all the possessed Transformers that are wearing the Unicron like helmet kind of
And
thing.
like I could
Oh yeah,
see
the
them.
Unicron cultists.
Yeah, I could see them doing a Devourist, but like not as a leader class.
Yeah, so don't know what that is.
Or maybe like that. What was it, Cybertron Unicron, where he was just in the smaller body?
I mean,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
I
There's
would be
also-
really interested to see them revive that design in a toy where part of it's not going to break off with age, like the
Okay,
Cybertron one.
Yeah.
could it be the ones from Prime, like the rock creatures that he created?
Hopefully not. It
For
is a
Prime.
lower price point.
Yeah, let's
Don.
leave the rocks in the past, please.
Well, I
Stop
wanna-
it,
I'm just-
Don.
I'm just saying it would be a Unicron soldier,
Yeah, it would be, but
and
not
it's
a leader.
Prime.
Yeah.
It's part of Generations.
Leader Liege Maximo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we thinking Megatronus retool?
Probably not.
Hopefully not.
Commander 1, which is going to be Onslaught.
Yes.
If Commander 1's going to be Onslaught, I'm fairly sure Commander 2 will probably be Hotspot.
It would make some sense because they can use a lot of the same engineering between them. So, like Onslaught in say February or March, and Hotspot in October or something. Like the timetable on that would work out really smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was Commander 2. So exclusives, Retro Wheelie.
So that's like also retro Outback. So like that's going to be an assortment like Gears and Bumblebee, and then Sea Spray and Brawn are set to be later this year. No, that's very interesting because it does strongly imply that they are going to make us a new wheelie toy as a small deluxe.
And
Deluxe,
get
yeah.
it retro first.
Probably, yeah.
Well, we're getting Sea Spray in Retro first, and apparently
Yeah.
Outback as well, which I am
Yeah.
glad to see that Outback because I've been waiting because that Brawn is a really good toy.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. That Brawn is an excellent toy.
Yeah. Generation Selects Combiner. That's one product number.
Probably a protected bot. Now, I'm just grasping at straws here.
Not if it's Generation Select.
No, like Generation
Select,
Select, it's
sorry.
gonna be probably something like the Menasor box set was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
all the
thinking
aerial
it'd
bots
probably
should be
be-
out by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be G2? Because I was going to say, look at the product number.
When are we going to finish
G2.
Stunticons?
Never, apparently.
Yeah.
Generation Selects Multipack.
Which could be anything. Maybe Age of the Primes Commander 2 is G2 Motor Master.
Could be.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that'd be cool. Timelines, Optimus and Starscream.
What's timelines?
Timelines.
So
Really quick.
Timelines is the line that the Heart of Steel stuff is in this year. This is not going to be those toys. Like we've heard that the Timeline stuff is basically just going to be cycles of Optimus, Bumblebee, Starscream, and Megatron in different like specific fiction iterations. So this is going to be some
Boring.
other
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
Could it be?
They're
Could it
they're
be
gonna
them
do
in G2?
It'll be like
Dreamwave.
War Within or something.
It's
yeah.
kind of War Within.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Timelines 4. Okay.
Direct-
Presumably,
Go ahead, Rob.
presumably the Bumblebee and Megatron that go with that Optimus and Starscream.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah, but direct to consumer, so like it's going to be like a Hasbro Pulse or a convention-based exclusive thing.
Yeah. Generation Sky.
Wow,
Gary,
the whole Sky.
Sky Gary,
Gary was what I was hoping.
Gary, it's you.
Yeah, it could be any. Generations SDCC 1.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know we're getting Cold Slither. What?
Which is
What
not
would-
a Transformer.
That's
I know,
this
I know.
year.
Transformer is that?
No,
This
but
is
I'm
next
no, I'm,
year, Don.
was it 20?
Yeah, these are 2026 listings.
Oh, no, I was okay. Sorry.
Well, if
So-
they're doing Cold Slither this year, maybe next year will be Autobop.
Yeah. Okay. So, Age of the
Botch.
Prime Sentinel Artifact Pack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Direct to Consumer Pro Pack.
Okay.
Beast Wars Predacon Multi Pack.
Ooh, Predacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beast Wars.
Red Alert Minicon Pack. Woo woo.
Oh,
woo.
neat.
Age of the Primes Energon.
Okay, that's an interesting thing you suggest there, though. If it is just like a pack of Armada minicons for the toys that we've gotten already that did not have minicon molds with them, like as a like $20 or $25 exclusive, like I could get behind that
Yeah.
for like a 4 or 5 pack of those little mini cons.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not the Micromasters
gonna say the
being
same thing.
reissued.
Well, I was going to say hopefully it's better than the Micromaster set.
Yeah.
Age of the Primes Energon 4, which is an exclusive. So
Energon 4.
So it's the 4th Energon toy.
I don't know.
Have
Have we
we-
had any
pack-
Energon yet?
Cybertron.
We've
So-
had some Armada.
So we had like Exalian. That was Cybertron.
That was
Yeah, that's
Cybertron.
Cybertron.
I don't think we've had any.
I don't think we've had any Energon yet.
Maybe it's a
No.
4-pack of like Energon mini cons. Like it could be Kicker's Bike and Energon Perceptor.
Oh, we're
okay.
getting a new kicker. Oh,
Yay.
that's great.
Wait, congratulations, Don. Studio Series, Generation Studio Series, Titan.
All right, let the speculation begin. Are
Yeah.
we going Metroplex for this, or
Why would that? I mean, unless we're talking video games, why would Studio Series get Metroplex?
Well,
I'm just trying to think of what
Comics
what Titan
Metroplex?
would they do?
Devastator again.
can I make a suggestion?
Go ahead, Don.
Maybe the train scales that was never actually. It was like a early concept. Maybe that could be the Titan, and they. Could
I
try-
don't think they'd risk a Titan on that, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would, but yeah, they probably won't.
Yeah, it could be anything. Who knows?
I'm kind of interested in this next one though.
Studio
Series roleplay.
role play.
I'm guessing Optimus Prime's Ion Blaster.
Or it could be, if we're talking movies, it could be a face that Optimus Prime can take.
Or it's a Matrix, or
yeah. I
Like a
would
Hasbro Matrix. Hasbro produced Matrix would be interesting.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
gonna stay away from a full size gun, so I don't think
Probably.
like Prime's blaster
They've licensed
is gonna.
it. They've licensed guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
It's
because
different.
that was a big expensive thing a couple years ago by whoever made it.
Well, there was a smaller gun, but one that was available with in the Halloween section last year.
oh yeah,
They've never actually done their own Optimus Prime helmet. They've always licensed them out. So
they did for the
They-
movie.
They did it, yeah, in 2007.
Yeah.
Or 8.
No,
I'd
no,
rather
I'm
do the
sorry.
Matrix,
I'm
though.
sorry. I'm thinking Studio Series. So I'm thinking like movie 86, like Optimus Prime, a real Optimus Prime comic or
Well, okay, so the
show
thing to keep in
accurate
mind
helmet.
here is even though Studio Series 86 doesn't appear in the packaging anymore with the recent style refresh, the listings internally are still divided between 86 or a specific live action movie. The Titan and the roleplay toy don't have an 86 appended to them. So theoretically, those are not going to be Transformers the movie related items.
Hey, JT Prime
okay,
said.
that's interesting.
JT Prime said the role play is likely to be the. Hey, JT Prime, likely being the Matrix for the anniversary. But
Okay,
don't quote me
nice.
on it. I literally did. I'm sorry. Sorry. So,
Oh,
God,
he
no
also
wonder he thought about
clarified.
retiring, Brian.
He also clarified that the mini cons are packed with Power Links Red Alert. It's a $55-ish set.
oh, cool. Okay,
Oh, nice.
cool. Sorry. Okay, sweet. Okay, Leader Blitzwing.
This is
I
nice
s-
for everybody that didn't buy that dramatic capture set for the
Yeah.
nicer colors.
Yeah. Leader Transformer 7 Scourge.
That's probably
Okay,
a reissue
yeah.
then. Because that thing was
Yeah,
hard
the-
to find.
Or
the-
it might be
the-
an updated retool.
Yeah.
Even.
yeah, the next one's the one I've been waiting on.
Voyager 86 Cyclonus.
I would assume that has to be heavily based on the Kingdom mold.
Got to.
That's what I'm hoping. Like I'm hoping they pulled a Springer here where they took the Siege toy and just retooled it.
How do you make the
And-
Siege toy better?
As
Yeah,
long,
Cyclo-
they need to
just-
paint the eyes.
So the
Yeah.
Kingdom Cyclonus was a great mold. There's a few like detail areas that they could clean up a little bit and make closer to animation, and they could also give it the color scheme from the Unite Warriors Grand Galvatron set, which
Yes.
was much closer to the cartoon color palette. And like that's the ultimate form of that toy I've always wanted is that toy with the Unite Warriors deco.
Yeah, colors is basically where it's gonna you have the best room for
Yeah,
improvement. I
yeah,
think.
sure.
Yeah.
Definitely a new face sculpt.
Yes.
That's closer to animation accuracy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind them tweaking the proportions on the chest a little bit. That'd be cool.
Okay.
And like we know it's possible for them to throw a Battle Master in there with little or no cost increase because we had that in Selects.
Well, we wouldn't have Nightstick for the Studio Series toy.
I mean, they can throw it in as a bonus.
Okay.
Like
They could. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
Optimus is so
Also-
close to my ideal Cyclonus anyway. They really don't have very far to go to perfect it, as far as
Right.
I'm concerned.
Can Galvatron? I forget the
No,
original.
Galvatron cannot ride in Kingdom Cyclonus. I'm sorry.
Can they retool it so Galvatron can fly in that mold for the 86?
I don't understand the question.
What do you mean?
Can they retool the mold so
Which
you
mold?
can actually
Which mold?
the Voyager Cyclonus? Can
Okay,
they
retool Cyclonus to do.
for Galvatron, like a little tiny like rubber
Oh,
Galvatron
okay.
to fit in the cockpit of Cyclonus?
I don't think there is enough free internal volume between both modes to have a opening cockpit like that.
I don't remember, but the little Galvatron that came with Unicron, the tiny little one.
That barely looks like Galvatron.
They would just
Yeah.
do a new one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would.
Yeah. So, Voyager Transformers 4, Optimus EV.
Electric vehicle?
That was
There's
my
an
thought.
electric vehicle. I'm
Evolution.
Evasion mode. It's the,
Evasion. Okay.
Yeah.
Evasion. Okay, that's right.
I mean, we could use a new one of those that might actually be a good toy this time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Deluxe
Is that the flat nose?
Yes.
yeah,
The
that's
cap
the
over.
one.
Deluxe 86 Wheeljack.
Love
Okay.
to see it.
Good.
Like-
I am not in love with the Kingdom mold. I could use a new one.
Yeah, I am very hopeful that this is going to be a new mold wheeljack and not just another facelift on the Earthrise mold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another Age of Extinction Tree F4 Bumblebee. Transformers 1 Soundwave. Cool.
Okay.
86 Swoop.
Reissue.
Yeah.
Reissue, I imagine.
Leader Comics Fort Max.
So everybody who's won IDW Fortress Maximus for the last 10 years.
The IDW, not
More.
Marvel.
Oh, I would
I mean,
really
they
think,
said comics. They didn't specify which.
Yeah.
I would really think IDW just because that's like a distinctly different Fortress Maximus
Like the
design.
But all the comic stuff they've done so far has been heavily G1.
Marvel Fort Max is iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was never city sized.
No.
He was big, but he was
Yeah.
like
He was condo sized.
Condo
Yeah.
sized.
If we're gonna do that, I hope we also get a comics Scorponok that is more in scale with hopefully an eventual Power Master Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I mean, I've wanted that for
Yes.
ever. I've wanted that since before Titan Scorponok was even a thing. Remember, remember Iron Factory's Lord Scorpion or whatever? They're
Yeah.
which was advertised everywhere as being like 6 to 7 inches tall, but in reality, like the
Good
head height on it
Lord.
was like 4.5.
This list keeps going.
It sure does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comics Leader Comics Soundwave.
Okay, so if we are assuming all this comic stuff is Marvel, I hope that is finally our purple Soundwave
Please.
that we were supposed to get 2 years ago.
Which got bumped for G-Axis, I think.
Or the Flame set. I'm not sure which.
Leader TF5 Hound. Okay.
Oh, the next one. The
That's
next
cool.
one, Diecast.
Oh, okay. That's what that means. It's
Sleep.
Optimus Sleep mode.
Sleep.
Yes.
Okay, Leader 86, Optimus Sleep Mode.
Oh my goodness. They're gonna do it.
again.
And it's not an exclusive.
Yeah, it's dead.
Is it gonna?
Optimus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? It's gonna be dead Optimus, so it'll be gray. I still don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna get straight up zombie Optimus Prime.
Unfortunately.
It
I'm
has to
sorry.
be done. It has to happen eventually. I need
Yeah.
zombie Prime.
Yeah.
It does, but I'm just kind of sitting here laughing to myself because probably the first version of Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime I get is going to be a corpse. That's great.
That's awesome. Leader Transformers 5 Megatron.
Oh, one more thing on the Optimus thing.
Yeah.
The abbreviation for this SLP mode, like I think you'll find if you have Optimus SP mode, the quality's a lot higher.
Nice. Don got that. That's great.
Yeah.
So
I that's what I was expecting.
yeah, Leader Transformers 5 Megatron.
Okay.
I
yeah,
get these Megatrons all confused. I have to like.
it's not as important as
That's-
the next one, which is
Well, but Transformers 5 Megatron was the really good design everybody
It
liked the
was.
original toy of.
yeah, the leader toy
Yeah.
for
Which
that
one-
was really nice.
Which was that? The truck? No, that wasn't the
No,
truck.
The
the
jet.
the spacey
What?
jet thing
Yeah, the
last
jet.
night.
Oh
Megatron.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice
with
toy.
the like flamethrower effect.
Nice
So
toy.
the next thing,
Leader 86 Megatron, which we got photos of this past
Oh,
week.
he looks.
although I think this is possibly
The
a different
anniversary
version.
edition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anniversary
Yeah.
edition. So this one might be like battle damage for the
Oh.
fight scene if it's going to be like a companion piece to.
It would make sense to go with the sleep mode Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's some Swapicons
they-
here. Go ahead.
If they did that right, that could actually look really cool. If they tampographed on all those
Yeah.
cracks and fractures. That,
Oh yeah.
There's potential there. I just don't know if they would have the deco budget to really maximize. What
As
you could
long
do
as
with
it's
that.
not the only version of the toy that we get. Yes.
Oh,
that
okay.
would
So
be-
Exactly.
JT Prime says it is purple Soundwave and it's a retool of the new 86 mold that's coming
Oh
out.
sweet. Sweet. Okay. So
Megatron is in the capsule with a Leader Prime Deluxe Hound, Scourge, and Magenta Hot Rod.
okay.
Sweet.
Magenta
Nice.
Hot Rod, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna breeze through the Swapticons: Tarantulas, Arachnia, Pterosaur, Laserbeak, Scorponok, Double Punch. Interesting. Rhinox, Backstop, Ironhide, Ratchet. Okay. Cyberworld, Soundwave, Deep Sea Explorer.
Okay.
It reminds me of the Japanese animated Bumblebee that was like a
Yeah.
submergible.
I'm just thinking Soundwave DSV.
yeah,
I'm just thinking
DSV.
Soundwave as a submarine.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Ultimate Shockwave Dino. Oh, I love this next one. Ultimate Scourge Pirate Ship.
Okay, I want to see a picture of that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Ultimate Hound Yeti.
That
Oh
I'm
my
just picking a
God.
drinking cup.
Yeah. No. Not an overpriced slab of steel.
I mean, that'd be funny too.
Yeah. Armored Arachnid. Armored Ratchet. Armored Megatron Drill. CC Cheetor. CC Jazz. CC Lockdown. Multipack. CC Primal Classic. CC Op Classic E. CC BB Bumblebee. Off-Road E. CC Megatron Bull E.
We've seen that, haven't we? That bull-looking thing.
I vaguely know what you're talking about. I vaguely remember that.
I
We
thought
s-
that was like one of the
Oh, yeah.
Japanese lines or something.
No,
Well-
no. Bull Megatron is one of the first things we saw for Cyberworld.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
betting these E ones are going to be like have some kind of like Energon related subtitle
Oh,
for
yeah.
a new
Yeah.
redeco.
Yeah.
So Armored Arachnid Classic, Armored Bumblebee Classic E, Armored Off-Road E.
And that's the end of the list.
Yes.
We made it.
It's a heck of a list. Okay.
Yeah.
Take a breath. And a drink if you have one.
Anyway, thank you again, JT Prime, for getting all this out for us in time for showtime.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
really
thank
appreciate
you.
that.
So the Cyberworld,
rock.
yes, the Cyberworld official trailer popped. Was this today?
In the last few days.
Yeah. TFW has screenshots, and just in like stills, it looks better than Beast Wars. I don't know.
The animation quality of the trailer looks really good, and I have a hard time believing that the series is actually going to look like this.
We'll see. Yeah. So when does the series start? Do we have a date?
I don't know.
Series will premiere July 12th, 2025. So
In about a month.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool. Takara gives new release date for 40th anniversary Selects Lio Convoy. End of August.
Yeah, so that was supposed to come out a few months ago, and they delayed it pretty close to last minute, citing manufacturing defects that prevented the toy from actually transforming.
Really?
That
Yeah.
is not good.
No, it's not. So presumably they've resolved that problem now, and they're getting these geared up to actually finally ship out for all those pre-orders that were made a year or more ago at this point.
Well, full credit to them for stopping things and making
Yeah.
sure the toy actually works before they
Yeah.
send it out.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to pretty much, I think, I was going to say it was going to be the big topic of the week, but now I think it's second. We do have photos of Studio Series 86 Leader Megatron and the robot mode. I love. I
absolutely love it. Yes.
love it.
Yes. I mean, it is clear they made G1 Megatron to go with Optimus and then got the tank mode from that look.
Yeah.
But the tank mode does not look bad, although
it kind of does.
The
Well, I mean,
tank
it
mode
doesn't-
is a tank that's made out of G1 Megatron,
Exactly,
not the other way around.
Yeah.
right.
And I'm fine with that. I will transform it, at least once just to see how it works. But I'm buying this thing for robot mode, and the robot mode looks fantastic.
I will give it that the transformation engineering on this looks really interesting.
Yeah.
In the way that I want to go and like handle one of these for a little while and get the experience of it. I have no real desire to own this toy.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Even for the Megatron?
It is the Megatron. So like,
Well, no,
what
I
about
mean like the robot mode.
like the like are you like happy with the Combiner Wars Megatron, Leader Megatron that came out? Is that why you're not getting this? That's
So like
sarcasm.
I actually like the Titans Return Megatron a lot. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but like I like that toy a lot.
I agree.
But like more to the point for this, like I look at the robot mode on this and all I can see is all the things that are wrong. So like people have called out Studio Series 86 in general for being inconsistent in things like the visual styling in terms of like how greebly the figures are. Because like
Aerial bots and Constructicons.
well, the aerial bots are Age of the Prime, so that's
real
not
quick,
quite the same thing.
real quick.
Okay, Constructicons.
Define greebly.
Complexity and density of surface detailing. So like there's inconsistency in Studio Series 86 from one toy to the next with that. This Megatron is inconsistent within the same toy for the surface detailing. I can't not look at it and see like how the lower legs look like they belong to a completely different toy than the core body. The proportions look weird on it. Just important shapes seem to be wrong. The fusion cannon is like inverted almost from how the Sunbow model sheet works. Like all I look at on this is like it's Studio Series A6 Megatron. We have Studio Series A6 Optimus Prime, which was basically like idealized perfect physical representation of Sunbow Optimus Prime. And this Megatron is just like it's all over the place, but it's completely off the mark for what it should be as the counterpart piece to this Optimus Prime.
So obviously you have a much higher attention to detail than I do. I'm not a detail person. I am more than happy with this, but like
and a lot of people are, and I think that's
nice.
great.
Yeah, I see.
I do agree with the fusion cannon critique.
It looks too big.
Yeah,
It looks too big on the back end and stubby on the front end.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
I saw the same thing Chris did with how the legs don't match up with the upper body.
Mhm. That fusion cannon's definitely a DNA kit at some point.
Yeah.
No, I mean there's
Yep.
I would
there's a
agree with
picture-
XV.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Don.
I was going to
Okay.
say real quick, hearing your critique, XV, just makes me think about something that I think has been a problem for now several years, is that Studio Series is a meaningless designation.
It is
Yeah.
a dumping ground for stuff that can't fit in generations. as
Yeah,
far
no,
as I'm
it's-
concerned.
it just makes no sense. It
it's the exact
suggests
same-
something that it's not.
It's the exact same thing they did in 2010 when they converted a movie SKU into an Extra Generations imprint with Reveal the Shield. Like, they took that the stores wanted more and more movie product and they just dumped Extra Generations molds into that instead of trying to get the stores to take twice the amount of product for one line. In the second link for this Megatron, which is a bunch of in-hand pictures from dubiously obtained samples, there's actually a picture of the Studio Series Megatron with MP36 Megatron, and like it's the perfect illustration of the fusion cannon problem because like the fusion cannon should be basically identical if they're both working from the same cartoon source material, and they are nothing alike except that they are black cylinders bolted to the forearm. But yeah, like I really wish I liked the way this toy looked more in at least one of its modes, because again, the engineering they've done on this to get such a clean G1 Megatron robot mode out of something that can transform into anything let alone getting something that almost looks like a reasonable tank. Like, that's really, really impressive to me. And again, I want to handle this toy and transform it and just like interact with it for a while. I don't want to spend $55 or $60 on it and own it and like add it to the growing pile behind me. Like, I don't like it that much, but I want to experience it at least the one time.
Yeah.
For me, one of the things that I think bugs me aesthetically is that, okay, yeah, that chest panel is like fairly animation accurate, which means it is very smooth and has only a few little details on it, which matches absolutely nothing else on the figure.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it would actually look better to me if it had that toy curly cube detail, the decal.
Yeah.
That would actually give it enough detail to make it blend with the rest of the figure better, I think, which is just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really give them credit for what they did. You know, trying to make 86 movie Megatron, you know, look like him, and then also make it into a tank because they have to, because they can't do a gun.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with it. And like you said, Chris, that I'm interested in transforming it to see how the transformation works.
I
think
don't
the
think it's
blue
going to be
legs-
I don't think it's going to be an especially difficult transformation.
I hope
No,
not.
but I think it's going to be an interesting transformation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like the blue legs are in the photos, the in-hand photos look a lot different than the sample, you know, photos we have. I hope it's not that dark blue.
So I will tell you, looking at the Takara stock photos and the in-hand photos, the Takara stock photos have been treated to a warmer tint, a warmer color saturation than the in-hand photos. And because I'm familiar with how Takara's photos are versus the for real product in general, I would say the in-hand photos are probably a little bit closer to what the reality of the toy is going to be.
Ugh.
Like, yeah, it is a very cool gray on Megatron's shins, but that color is more or less correct for the cartoon color model. It's not something that they've just like pulled out of the air and done to this. Like, they're trying to match how the colors work on the cartoon design. It's not necessarily translating quite how we would want it to on a physical thing, as has been the case in other situations. But like, I get where they're coming from with this. The Takara treatment of the photos is probably more what I would want this to look like in general. I don't like the like vague brownness or beigeness to the flat gray plastic in the Takara photos. But like, yeah, the more subtle look of the shins is a little bit more agreeable to me.
Yeah, those legs, if the in-hand photos are accurate, they're off-putting. I mean, I know the cartoon may be that way, but maybe they should have lightened it a little bit, like in their promo photos.
Let's move on. There's
Yeah,
so
it's
many
fine.
things left. Studio Series 86, Scavenger and Mixmaster.
So we had seen a little bit of Mixmaster before, from some other dubiously obtained samples. This is really our first look at Scavenger, though.
Does anyone else think Scavenger looks like he's wearing a too full diaper?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a great
Okay,
way of putting
I
it,
didn't
Don.
want I didn't
Yeah.
want to say it,
That's a fantastic way, Don.
but there is a little bit of titanium Soundwave to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, yeah. I guess the first thing I noticed was like, that's a bodacious cod piece.
I think that's pretty much first thing everyone noticed.
That's not going to
And
be the
this
show
is
title,
the
by
problem.
way.
They're using ball joints again, which is drives me. You should not have a deluxe with except if it's like a head, you know, on a head. That's fine for a ball joint, but the shoulders and arms should not be ball joints anymore.
I mean,
Like-
Studio Series has been doing that for ever.
Yeah,
It
ball joints
just
don't bother me.
bothers me.
Okay, so but this is our first full look at Devastator, right? We've not
Mhm.
we've not had
Our first full color
color.
look, yeah.
full color from front and back, a couple different angles, and I don't know.
That back is terrible. The front's fine. The back is bad. Thank God I'm not going to put this facing backwards on my shelf.
I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
It's just, well, a lot of people complain about the back and we hardly ever see it. But I mean,
I guess my stance here is, what do you expect the back of Devastator to look like?
Yeah.
I mean, for the front to be as animation accurate as possible at a mass-produced retail product, all the ugliness has to go somewhere. And since they can't shun it into subspace, it has to go to the back of the figure.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
I'm
first
still
thing
not-
the first thing that jumps out at me is that in Devastator mode, it looks like Mixmaster and Scrapper are undersized.
Oh, you mean the Voyagers?
The proportions from the knees down look small. Yeah.
Those Voyager figures.
Yeah.
They should not be. I definitely take your point. I also think, and it might just be these photos, but it looks like the legs are not centered to the thighs.
Well, they're
which
okay.
We
So
knew
really
that.
bothers
We
me.
knew that ahead of time.
Yeah, like that's a necessary concession, because if they were connected central to each toy, you would not be able to have Devastator stand straight-legged. They would smack into each other, and you wouldn't be able to have it stand straight.
His
I
legs are.
don't want it to stand straight. I'm fine with a V pose like it's in right now.
His legs are a little stubby, aren't they? They really are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Which should not be.
he has
for-
he has a powerful upper torso and
And
stubby
great,
legs.
great
He
big
skipped a leg
thighs and yeah.
My problems actually are completely from the knees down. So I agree with all of you guys that those two toys are undersized, and I have no issues with any angle of Devastator from the knees up. But again, when you look at him the from behind, from the knees down, it's a real mess. So those two, I have. Those are like 95% of my problems with the entire set are those two.
I'm not going to call it a mess. I just don't love it.
I don't mind like the kibble on the back, because I mean it's mostly just Longhall's legs, which form the dump truck bed, which is supposed to hang off the back like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
that looks fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Literally, the only problem I'm seeing is Scrapper and Mixmaster look too small
Yeah.
when combined.
We'll see how. Go ahead.
I kind of think the Combiner Wars one had a similar problem going on. I think just the Combiner Wars one had shorter thighs, so it didn't read quite the same.
Yeah. So the
And
thing,
the chest wing still needs to sit a little higher.
yeah, the thing
Yeah.
with me, like with Studio Series 86 Optimus photos, I wasn't like super crazy about it. In hand,
Right.
it's beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve all judgment until I have it in hand, and if it looks
And,
stubby, it looks stubby.
Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus too. That's another
Yeah.
great example of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus is perfect, and I will not hear a word spoken against it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But the pictures made him look like he was double wide.
Yeah, and masterpiece.
And he needs a
Ironhide.
Delta Magnus repaint
Yeah.
Yeah,
immediately.
well.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on. Is it wrong
Yeah.
that I think that Deluxe Starscream from Transformers 1 looks pretty amazing?
Yes.
He does. It's. I think that's what we should have gotten from the when they first did his Cybertronian jet mode.
Do you want from the Bumblebee movie toys?
Yeah, that one. Thank you.
I think it looks maybe not. Maybe I'm not crazy about the jet mode, but the robot mode just is stellar.
Oh, it does. I just hope that tan. I hope that's just bad photography with that color tan there. That
I'm
looks a
fine with it.
little
I'm fine with it. It's pre-yellowed.
pre-yellowed.
I think it looks good.
They don't have much else to do out there in the wasteland while they're waiting for the revolution to come, other than sit around and smoke.
Yeah. Deluxe Lita 1.
Yeah, it's still pink.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it on pre-order for.
I'm
A
amazed
year?
it's actually
Over
I'm
a
amazed
year
it's
now?
actually coming out.
Yeah. Age of the Extinction, Widowmaker.
I don't
Okay.
remember this character.
Yeah.
It's a
well, there's
concept.
yeah. It's,
Oh, okay.
It was
it's-
replaced by Stinger.
Yeah. It's
Oh, okay.
concept, and A robot similar to this may have been used as like background filler in the actual movie, but this mostly comes from concept work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I love the car.
yeah, the car.
Yeah,
nice.
well, yeah. I mean, McLaren always looks good. My main takeaway from this is I want a replacement head to turn this into Transformers Prime Knockout
Yes.
Okay.
because it's 99% of the way there already. It just needs a new head to make that work. Also, apparently the leg transformation works like the Transformers Prime Viacon. So if you like toys with like fun, unusual transformations,
Okay.
this still might be worth a pickup, even though it's literally
Oh,
nobody.
Yeah.
I love that transformation.
Yeah.
Viacon was one of my favorite
Literally
figures.
nobody. Okay, so Missing Link, anime Bumblebee and Cliffjumper official photos. It's what you're expecting in anime.
They look nice.
Look
Yeah,
great.
I like the way the colors came out on these. The like lighter gray limbs on Bumblebee and the like really light gray on Cliffjumper. Like the color balance on these works really nicely. I'm not going to pay the $90 or $100 whatever it's going to cost for this 2-pack, but like they look really good, and even the head sculpts turned out pretty well for being like the size of a pea.
Yeah.
I would have gone with opaque for the windows, but otherwise they look
Probably,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Synergex, Transformers, Zoids, Diaclone, Shield D Prime, official stock images. Opinions haven't really changed.
Yeah, I still can't make myself care.
Yeah, and on top of that, Brian, I believe the price was revealed.
Oh, it was. The pre-orders are live for 38,500 yen, which at current conversion is $269.
$10
Nice.
off.
Definitely priced like a Diaclone.
Yep.
Yeah. So like
No,
Shouldn't
thank
be
you.
surprised by that, really.
so I have to say the photo that TFW has as the main photo
Mhm.
with the one arm up, the gun down, and it's like at the semi like off center whatever, like it looks really nice, but I wouldn't pay $280 $270 to have it in that pose forever. But
No, like that's for me. If I was interested, like I want a blade liger, I don't want a shield liger. But setting that aside, if I was going to get this, I'd be at like 120, 130 tops.
yeah.
This
I still think they should have gone with the Liger Zero Lio Convoy.
Yes.
Alternately, Iron Kong Optimus Primal would have been a good choice as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they can have their shield liger Optimus if I eventually get a Genosaur Megatron out of this.
Oh, hell yes.
Do any of the materials from Takara indicate how tall it is?
I mean, if they are sticking to 1/72nd scale, which is the standard scale for Zoids, this would probably stand about 8-9 inches in robot mode.
Can't do it.
Is that the same scale as the Diaclone figures? Because there are a couple of Dionauts with this that somebody can probably.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, somebody can probably figure out the scale better than I can.
Yeah, they say the Dionauts are 1/60th scale, so if it's scaled around that, we're probably looking at more like a foot tall.
Yeah. Hey, next item. Question for Don. Do you have any stories about other toys that's not this? I have MPG 18 Masterpiece Hauler.
was
Don was wearing a third-party Masterpiece toy on his belt, as was the style of the time.
Yeah. So
What third party masterpiece Inferno do you have, Don?
I've got Hellfire
Okay.
and but I do have the Road Crane color version from Ocular Max.
There you go.
There
That's
you
it. That's what we were looking for.
take a drink. Okay. So what do you guys think of Hauler?
Love it.
I mean, he looks good, but
Not
It's
buying
a
it.
really good masterpiece toy that I'm just not going to buy.
There you go. Me too.
It
Yeah.
is green.
Yeah, he's green. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Data.
yeah. he's a beautiful shade of Poland chainsaw green, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, interesting item up next. Dramatic capture series, Decepticons Part 1.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
buying
it's
this.
funny that they're splitting up the jets just
not.
to make people buy both
Well,
sets.
okay.
Well,
What would
multiple sets
Skywarp?
because we haven't seen Skywarp yet.
Yeah,
That's what I
would-
mean. Yeah.
What would Skywarp come with? That's my question.
I don't
This
know.
makes
Somebody go
sense.
watch More Than Meets the Eye and find a scene with Skywarp and 2 other things in it. and let
Oh,
us know.
Yeah.
I know. No. I know what it's going to be. Skywarp, Ironhide, and Blue Streak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the aerial fight scene where
Yep.
Ironhide and Blue Streak chase him, he
Yep.
teleports behind him and shoots Ironhide in the back.
Yep, that's going to be it.
Yep.
That's
I was-
Decepticons Part 2 or
I
whatever.
was thinking if you need it, if you
I don't
need a
think that-
three
is that-
pack like this, that they would do Skywarp and the Insecticons.
So what this comes with for people who don't know,
Yeah, sorry.
this comes with Reflector, and it comes with an animation.
All three parts of Reflector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all three parts of Reflector and an animation accurate set of the HasCon exclusive refractor parts.
Yeah.
So those were
It
not
uses every
available-
part of the reflector.
Yes.
And,
So
and
yeah,
Thundercracker.
yeah,
and
and
Thundercracker.
Thundercracker.
And Kremzeek.
Crimson.
Yes, and Kremzeek. But yeah,
'Cause-
those parts were not available outside that set, and they are really nice. So
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad they're coming in a more animation accurate color set. I'm glad they're available again, because to be honest, I really don't like the look of Reflector without those, but with them, I think it looks pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've cranked the color saturation on the reflector parts. When I say reflector parts, I mean the individual robots. They've cranked the color saturation up on those. Like, they pop way more than the
Yeah.
Siege release did for being, equivalent colors. If you have the Siege ones, it's not just as easy as saying, like, I've got this deco, I got cartoon deco these characters, because you really don't. Like, this is very different while still being the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pre-ordered it. So take a drink. So
Take a drink.
Yeah. So,
And
Wild,
Thundercracker was there too.
yeah. Wild King Wave 3. Now they're black. So it's the Optimus Prime and Megatron, the larger robots, in black, and they look stellar.
I'm suddenly, like, so happy that I have not bought either of those core robots yet, because, like, I want one of these instead.
Yeah, they look stellar. Plus Energy Beast, Abyss Rain, and I guess Optimus and Megatron are 2-packs as well. So
Yeah.
So the important thing is Optimus Prime and Megatron look fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm
Like-
digging Abyss Rain there in the late G1 colors too.
yeah. It's nice that one's available, like, separately if you just
Yes.
want, like, more of that color in your collection.
Yeah.
But, like, I also love the, like, Shadow Blade Megatron thing that's going on here as a counterpart to the Nemesis Prime colors. Like, this is really nice for, like, the obvious redecos that we would have expected to be coming. Like, I was always thinking about getting one of the Megatrons, but, like, I really kind of want the black one, and now I kind of want the Nemesis Prime too. Like, this is honestly terrible. This is the worst day of my whole week.
Yeah. Well, so you're not going to be buying these, though, I don't think. Maybe you will. So we have Wave 2-packs of Swapicons. So is it just one robot? Is it just one name? How is this actually laid out? So you have Snarl and Grimlock. So it's only called
Mhm.
Grimlock on the image here. You have to open up the tiny package to see that this is
Because the names are truncated.
yeah. So they don't look bad, I guess.
Well, look at picture number 2 with the combined form.
I mean, it's kind of cute,
The
to be honest.
Stegosaurus back end with the T-Rex front half. Like,
I think it's kind of adorable.
it's extremely, like, early 1900s dinosaur science.
Yes. That's the show
You just
title.
grab whatever is
Yes.
in the pit and throw it together. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever pieces will fit together. They are an iguanodon now.
That's a hard title to write. So you tell us about Shadow Panther and Ravage.
Well, they certainly are Ravage and Shadow Panther. It's two cats that taste great together. Wait, what?
So-
It's a redeco of the Tigatron and Cheetor 2-pack that was in the first wave.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what to expect
Yeah,
there. And then Starscream and Slipstream is the third 2-pack we have pictures of, which, again, just more recolors of the same jet molds we already have.
Yeah. Well, there
And
you
when I
go.
say jet molds, I use that term extremely loosely.
Yes. Okay. So we also have Funko Jumbo Chan Optimus Prime.
Don't look directly into its eyes.
It's
It's horrible.
Is it like an Astro Boy Optimus Prime? What is this? I don't.
I
He
think
must
that's-
succeed.
I think that's kind of the like idea behind the eye design. I'm just kind of I'm thinking just some extremely tired Funko designer is taking revenge on all of us who hated the soulless little button eyes from the Funko Pops.
Right,
It's
and that was the point I was going to raise, is like, we've complained for literally years about the soulless black eyes of Funko Pops, but somehow doing this to them is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
It's going to eat me in my
it
sleep.
comes with a certificate of authenticity, it looks like.
Nobody
Why?
else is going to make this.
I love that.
There's only 1,200 of them apparently. Thank goodness.
That's too many. Also,
It
it's
is.
$250.
Oh my
What?
god.
well, I mean,
Oh, it's 14 inches tall. Yeah, so it really could kill you. in your
Diecast,
sleep,
get it.
probably.
Get it. Get it, Diecast.
No.
I mean, if it is Astro Boy, he has to have a machine gun in his butt, so that's one way to find out.
Okay, nice.
I
Hey,
mean, true.
Yeah, let's jump to what we got this week. Chris, you go first. I'll go last.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
so
can
the,
at least say I got what Chris got.
Yeah, the Amazon exclusive Wrecker versus Mayhem 2-packs came out. So I've got the Top Spin versus Spinister and Iron Fist versus Carnivac, or Fistitron versus Carnivac, as it's actually written on the package. I may have got
Iron
the
Fist, Fistitron is his pen name.
I may have gotten the dud Top Spin, because like, I was convinced when I got this that it's just like, we're at the point of mold degradation on this, where the toy just doesn't really quite work anymore. I have since talked to David Mollis-Koenig from the There Goes My Money crew, and he's convinced me, because like, he had a better experience with the copy he got, so he convinced me to get another set and hopefully get a better pull, and then return this, the dud one after I confirmed that the second one's not worse. So hopefully that'll be the case, because like, I love these Jumpstarter molds, and I'd be sad to think that like, this is the last time they're going to be viable. I would love to see. There's still more.
We got at least one more repaint in them.
Yeah,
Come
there's
on.
there's
We need our
like,
salt men.
yes,
Yes.
which is like a yellow and black one and a green one, I think. But yeah, like, there's at least one more colorway that we've got to get out of these, and I want to see that happen. And then, like, if the molds still work at that point, I'd be happy to just have them start making up color schemes for them. Like, the Jumpstarter, the Titans Return Jumpstarter mold was literally a labor of love for John Warden, because like, a Jumpstarter is a thing that he has a strong nostalgic personal connection with. And they are among the very best molds in Titans Return, and like, they deserved more use than they got. Like, we did get the tank variation in the big powered set a few years ago, but it deserves better than that. It is the best toy in that set too, though, unsurprisingly. But otherwise, like, in terms of like the deco and everything, it's exactly what I expected it to be. I'm happy that this exists finally. I think this is like 3 years after Diaclone Twin Twist was
At
a
least
thing.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, at least 2. I wish this was just like single packed by itself. You can still get, I think, Diaclone Twin Twist at like retail or near to it. I would like this to be a single pack too, because like, if they're calling these Diaclones and they've got, the Titan Master figures to be the little pilots, I would love to like gradually just build up a few of them as generic Diaclone vehicles and have them. But like, I already don't need the one Spinister that is in this 2-pack. I certainly don't need like multiples of them at $50 each for getting, 2 or 3 more top spins. But I love this mold so much, and I want more of it. Spinister I have not interacted with very much, because like, we all know Siege Spinister is a great toy. I understand the publicly explained reason for Spinister's colors, which is that it's some kind of a nod to the Marvel Comics colors or something like that, which doesn't even make sense, because that's not the colors he was in Marvel. Like, I still just would have wanted a clean version of the normal Spinister deco. Like, that would have been fine. No one would have complained about getting that. As it is, we have a Spinister that doesn't make any sense, that I don't need. So essentially, I did pay $50 for Top Spin, and the copy I got wasn't even that great. So hopefully, I get the replacement one tomorrow. Hopefully, that will be a little bit better overall. One thing of note is, in both of these 2-packs, there is a lot of paint done to these toys to get the pallets to work the way they wanted to. Topspin's gun in particular is painted over pretty thick, and it is so thickly painted that the tabs and slots for the guns cannot engage with each other correctly anymore. So like the Titan Master seat gimmick for that, not that anybody generally wants to use that, but like you can't even do that because the pieces will not fit flush together enough anymore for that to fit right. They look really great, this gunmetal paint that they're in, but like that extra functionality has been completely lost as a consequence. So to the set most people probably care about, Iron Fist and Carnivac. Carnivac is beautiful. Like, it has got such a rich, deep shade of purple. Matt must be thrilled with this. I know Matt loves his purple stuff.
Especially when combined with aquamarine and butterscotch. It is beautifully hideous.
Would you call that butterscotch? I was thinking this is more like brown mustard. Like Dijon-ish.
It's a tough call.
Yeah. So like the original Carnivac toy had like copper colored plastic almost, and they're trying to replicate that in paint and a little bit of plastic color. And like the thing that surprises me, so the Titan Master head has this butterscotch mustard color plastic for like the thigh piece on it. And the color match between that and the painted version of that color on the rest of the toy is almost perfect. I have seldom seen a match that good between plastic and paint colors, especially in the like gold brown family like that. That's notoriously hard to get right. So like that really stands out to me, even though it's like the smallest detail on here that the plastic matches that. There is a slight mold change on this, which they told us about in advance, versus Weird Wolf. They've changed the cockpit hatch. There's no longer a transparent insert piece that goes into that. So there's little openings on here, which accommodate the wolf ears when you fold the head back for robot mode. But basically, it's an entirely enclosed compartment now. And
with a sunroof.
I guess. The hope is that the hinge struts now will be thick enough that they're not going to start to crack under the stress of opening and closing the cockpit hatch, which was a very common occurrence on Weird Wolf toys and is why I own 3 Weird Wolves. None of them have broken yet, but I'm not going to be without one because I love Titan's Return toys.
Weird Wolves or Weird Wolves?
Weird Wolves.
I agree.
Well, Wolf Wires, technically, since they had to rename it, but
No. At least one of the ones I have is a Takara one, so if I'm using that as the namesake, then it's Weird Wolves.
Yeah. You say that, and I think of Mark Twain saying werewolf. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A werewolf.
A Weird Wolf. Carnivac does have a new Titan Master faceplate. It's very nice, very characterful sculpt. They've got like a metallic teal, or a little bit blue to be teal, maybe more like a metallic cyan. The metallic color on the face is really nice. The visor is an off-white. Like the colors all just like they fit together really nicely, and all of them pop. It's really pleasing to look at. And to my delight, all the joints and everything on this mold still feel nice and solid. There doesn't feel like there's any notable wear on this. It feels just as good as the last version of this that I handled. I know they're doing these just for like specific purposes like this, but I would really love to see more use of the Titan's Return mold library, because like there's a lot of things that you still could get out of those toys, and if the molds are this viable in general, like I would like to see some of that potential explored.
How does the wolf jaw feel? Because mine feels a little weird.
It's a little bit tight, but like once I get it going, it doesn't seem to like resist or feel like it's going to fall off. Like
mine feels kind of gummy whenever you move it, like it's not supposed to actually move.
So I would suspect there's probably like paint overspray on the hinge, and it's probably gumming up from that inside. I'm not sure how you would probably. So generally, the fix for something like this is like pop it in the freezer for a couple of hours and then try to move it, because like the idea is that's gonna, harden up the paint a little bit more, make it brittle, and the excess should chip off without damaging the toy. Other than that, though, I think just probably working at it some until some of the excess wears down probably is your best bet. Um, Also, while we're on the subject, like they've also painted the inside of the mouth fully silver too. So like you've got that flash of silver teeth on the outside. He's also a silver-tongued devil by consequence. Um, so Iron Fist is really cool. So it is predominantly the Earth mode Hound version of that tooling, but like it's also using a lot of the same ideas as Siege Hound. So like the roof assembly works exactly the same way as the Siege toy did. When it's in vehicle mode, you've got a fully enclosed vehicle. The new head sculpt on this is very IDW inspired. It looks very close to how Iron Fist looked in the Wreckers comics. Obviously, that was itself closely taken from the original G1 toy, but like, just
He
the
sadly does not have a brain bullet hole.
I mean, that can be fixed. Little tiny drill bit, and you'll be all set. Maybe we'll get that as a like alternative for when they do the toy colors one, so it will make absolutely no sense at all. And I say toy colors one because, of course, this one is very much in the IDW Comics color palette. The vehicle panels are all neutral gray instead of the sandier color, I guess I will say, of the G1 toy. I would love to see that get done at some point. This retool is really solid. They've given him a backpack piece and a backpack weapon piece that's strongly inspired by the Lightformer weapon of the original toy, that plugs solidly under the roof and just kind of integrates into the lines of the vehicle. You can leave that on there full time if you want to, or like pop it off. He can hold the whole silly mess as one handheld weapon. The yellow rifle part pops out. It holds really securely in there. It's packaged separately, and you kind of plug it in when you're putting the toy together. It stays in place really well, but like you can pop it out with no problem if you want to use that just as a rifle by itself. But like he's got a light former cannon. Why would you have him hold anything but a light former cannon? He's Iron Fist. That's just what he does. And yeah, like everything works on this as well as it did on the last Hound that we got. If you didn't want to buy the 5-pack of that to have the well, I guess there was always detritus for the Jeep mode for that, but like this is probably the best way to experience this mold at this point, because like Hound and detritus both felt a little bit light for the pieces that they removed from Siege Hound to make the Earth style Jeep work. This closes all that back in and kind of brings it back to the mass and volume that it felt before, and like the toy just feels really good put together this way. This also has a ton of paint on it, just like Carnivac did, just like Topspin and Spinister do. The forearms are all painted over. They're cast in the same kind of yellow plastic that the upper arms are in, but they're like paint dipped in the same kind of blue that the plastic is on the like thighs and backpack. The pelvis is all painted over yellow. Like they threw a lot of paint at this to make the colors come out the way that it needed to for the character, even though the mold breakdown itself doesn't really support what they were trying to do here. So like certainly given points for that. I would just be careful about how you store this, because like those will be like chipping and wear hazards if not stored carefully, and it gets jostled around and moving and such. But yeah, I'm really happy with this set, and hopefully tomorrow when I get another top spin that hopefully is more well put together than this one, I'll be half happy with that set, because I will still have that stupid Spinister that I have no use for. And that's what I got this week.
Very cool. Don.
Yeah, the only thing I got on topic two things actually. I did get the set. I like that this version of Spinister does have the target masters.
Yeah, okay. I didn't mention that, but yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, they did, and I get why they were kind of alluding to the Marvel Comics color, because you can kind of see it mostly in Matrix Quest. It's not perfect, but if you put him on the comic book shelf with the other figures, it'll look pretty good if that's where you want to put him. But there's just a ton of black paint on Tip Top, just an absolute beautiful black glossy paint.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are basically almost the same as the G1 molds, but they've never looked better as far as the paint. And another of this mold, I really don't mind having. It's still another the same, and you still get his original guns that were meant to kind of sort of look like his Target Master. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that. The Diaclone is gorgeous. I mean, that frost blue on the visor
Mhm.
really is just the pop that it needs with the darker blues and the reds. I do want to see some more of these used if it's still viable. I'm happy with the set. My Iron Fist and Carnivac set is still en route, so I have not received it yet. Other thing I got is what I told Matt about a few weeks ago. They went back in stock for a little bit less than what they were originally, and I have the Matrix.
Nice.
Oh, the costume matrix.
The
Yeah.
costume Matrix, yeah. Matt got the last one. Then it went back in stock. I ordered it, and then it dropped half in price. So I contacted Amazon, and they gave me a refund on the difference because I
Good.
had it like one day, and it dropped like $11.16.
Oh, nice.
So I was able to get they gave me the difference back. But that's all I got on topic this week.
John?
I got the 4 toys that XV covered, so I'm good. Nothing to add other than Carnivac. It's definitely beautiful. I wish he was a little bit brighter, just kind of overall saturated a little bit more, but he's definitely for me the standout of those 4.
Very cool. Rob?
Amazon, tfradio.net/Amazon had SDCC Death's Head on sale for $30. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, so I grabbed that. I haven't opened it yet, but packaging is really nice. It looks like the old early 90s Marvel trading cards. I'm pretty sure it's built off of a Colossus body, so it is enormous.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Just like the Marvel Universe one was.
Yeah. But yeah, it is big and imposing and seems to come with a lot of nice accessories, and eventually I will open it and I am sure I will be pleased with it. And that's all I've got on topic.
Cool. Matt?
Yes, I also got the Amazon sets. So, Spinister, I mean, these colors make absolutely no sense to me. Whatever reason they came up with for it, whatever. I got the Target Masters from this set and put them with the correctly colored Spinister. And look, I love this toy anyway, so this is just like this can just be a fiddle toy now, and I'm perfectly fine with owning that. Or he can be, a random background character. Finally, it's nice to have Topspin in his Diaclone colors. Looks absolutely fantastic. I did notice a couple of the problems with age of the mold. Like mine is essentially a bobblehead, even being a headmaster, and the
I think every version had that problem.
Yeah, this is worse. Than others. But the waist, the way it clips down, one side does not want to clip. And it will go with enough pressure, but it's kind of uncomfortable applying enough pressure to get it to go. It's mostly just problem if you want to put it in vehicle mode. So like I said, these molds have been around for a while and have seen a fair bit of use. But I mean, Chris, if you really want these in other colors, I mean, the arms and legs are just on ball joints, so you could, buy extras and have an all red one and an all blue one, essentially.
Yeah.
Other than their elbows, which are pinned in, but
I mean, I like when I was talking about more colorways, I was mainly thinking of the Salt Men.
Oh yes, black and yellow, please.
But
Let's go.
Again, just invent some new ones too.
Yes. So, Carnivac. I'm not a Pretenders guy. I never, ever will ask for updates of Pretenders. It's just not a thing that interests me at all. But Carnivac's colors are wonderful. I think I prefer him in wolf mode. He will probably stay in wolf mode that way. But Yeah, the colors are what sell that one. And Iron Fist was like the main event out of both packs. I have been waiting ever since Siege Hound first appeared, however many years ago. I was like, that needs to be an Iron Fist. That needs to be an Iron Fist right now. I need that on my shelf. And finally, they didn't use all the parts I would have expected because I thought like the Siege parts, the grill, the Cybertronian air quotes Cybertronian vehicle parts would have been a little bit better for it. But I mean, this is fine. This is acceptable, perfectly acceptable. I'm good with it. No notes. The light former cannon does fit together quite securely, as Chris said. I think that's partially because of the incredibly thick coat of yellow paint on that rifle.
Yeah.
Like it is super thick. Like I wouldn't combine it and uncombine it a whole bunch of times because you're going to notice paint transfer and like scratches and stuff. I'm probably just going to leave it together forever because it's the light former cannon. That's what it's supposed to be. It is in the IDW colors, which I prefer. The forearms, as Chris said, are fully painted. They do have the small notches on them for pegging into part of the legs when combined. And again, it's paint dipped, so you're going to have potentially some paint chippage there eventually. I haven't noticed anything yet, but I've only transformed it once. But yeah, Iron Fist, so glad to finally have it in my collection. It took long enough. I mean, they made an Orion Pax out of this before they made Iron Fist out of it. It's like they knew what they were doing, to me personally. But yeah, mercifully, I now have Iron Fist, and now I need a Pyro, but we need to, a proper mold for that.
Yeah.
So. And we'd use a new Roadbuster too, really.
Yeah.
A bigger Roadbuster, a Roadbuster Roadbuster.
I would like to have a new stab at both Roadbuster and Whirl.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Like-
good with Whirl, but Roadbuster is too small.
Like, I don't necessarily need an IDW specific Whirl, but like the Whirl from 2014, it's okay as an update of the G1 toy, but like it just needs a little bit more than what they did with it.
Cool. Anything else, Matt?
Nope.
Diecast.
Yeah, I got the 2 Amazon sets. I haven't opened them, so I don't know, if there's any problems with them. Also, TF Source was having a sale, which is probably the only time I ever buy off TF Source. But I got their little or the Ocular Max
Hubcap and
bug bite or
No.
I'm
tap
sorry.
out. Tap out.
Hubcap and blue Cliffjumper.
Yeah. I got hubcap and blue Cliffjumper. But they were only $20 each. So, for Ocular Max molds, that's pretty good. But that's all Transformers that I got this week.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'll try to go quick. So I also got the two packs from Amazon. They came today. Like Don, I also got the Matrix at Leadership, and my kid loves it. So I think she wants one. We'll see. Haven't opened it yet, but I got the HasLab, a Mega Prime that came finally. I mean, I took it out of the shipping box, but I do not. I haven't done anything with it. I don't know when I will. I got some really crappy stuff this week too that I want to talk about. So, is everybody familiar with the company Zuru?
Yeah.
So you
No.
go in Walmart and like they sell a lot of off-brand versions of things, like off-brand Nerf guns, off-brand toys. Back when we were younger, at least when I was younger, Zuru sold stuff that you would find like toys that you would find in a gas station, like that are on like a blister pack or something. And
Silver paint here on the wings with the red striping.
Well, it's not the worst thing that Don has played over a live
Sorry,
microphone during the
sorry.
show, but
yeah, edit
I'm
point.
very sorry, Brian. I thought I was on mute.
You're not 77
Sorry.
minutes at a point.
I'm
So
sorry.
when we were younger, when I was younger, Zuru sold stuff that you'd find like in a gas station, like the cheapest of the cheap toys, or you might find them in a grocery store. They still sell toys that are, I would say, somewhat on the lower end. Again, like knockoffs of Nerf guns. But they also have like their own stuff they sell. So like you'll find in little round balls something called mini brands. So it's like little toy versions of like goods that you would buy from the store. I don't get really the thing with them. But apparently they're Transformers mini brands. And I found them this weekend at Target. And it's $5 per ball. And it has 5 things in it. The things in them aren't great. One thing is like a little pouch of kinetic sand that has nothing to do with anything. I just threw those away. But there are 5 vehicles and 5 robots. The robot, you get a little card, like a little trading card, like a very small trading card that goes along with the character. Plus you get like a puffy sticker. So I got the robot version of Megatron. He's basically like the evergreen Megatron. And the vehicle version of Wheeljack. So I'm not going to buy any more, I don't think. I genuinely hate mini brands. I genuinely hate them. My kids, they want them so badly, and they're crap, and they get thrown away. It's like the perfect toy if you're a toy manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the crappiest thing I got, though. Because it was on clearance at my local Walmart. It's
That's
scary.
sad.
Yeah. I haven't opened it yet, so it may be better than I think. But that big damn transforming Optimus Prime remote control car.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody bought those.
Yeah, me neither. Like Target used to be what, $70, $80?
At least
Yeah,
50, but yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them as low as like 29
That's what I
on
paid
sale.
for it. That's what I paid like $30 for it. So I will open it and I will play with it. We'll see how it goes. Last 3 items, I don't know what order to do them in. I'll do them in this order. So something that in the regret selling pile. It's not a major item, but it's something I didn't have. And it popped up online last week. I'm going to give them a plug again. Transformerland had their sale. And stuff like this I really only want to buy if it's sealed, and this was sealed. It is the Target exclusive Magmatron set.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was going to say I had this as a kid, but I was like 25 or whatever, however old it was. Had it as a kid.
I also bought that when it came out.
Yeah. So I still have the instructions from the original one that I sold that somehow didn't get turned over. I will say that I have a companion piece coming in the mail from Japan that I'll mention here in a couple weeks or next week. We'll see. But I got that. So another thing I got, nowhere near as pristine as the companion piece I got from it recently. I got a mint unsealed card, Zoostrid Diaclone Condor.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so it goes like the pickup that I got a couple weeks ago. Condor, this is Laserbeak, of course. But yeah, I got that. So there's not. Again,
It looks more like Buzzsaw.
Buzzsaw is yellow. He's red.
Yeah, just like on the camera, it looked like the stripe on the front was yellow. I think that's what through diecast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's not many in the line, and they're all relatively, because again they came out concurrent with Transformers. All of them are pretty available. So if I'm going to get something like scratch that completionist itch, that's probably a good place to go. Last thing I got, something I already had, but I bought a sealed version of it. Something Chris actually mentioned last week, and I'd already ordered it when he had mentioned it. So I didn't buy it because he mentioned it. But in conversation, he had mentioned the eHobby Laser Magnus. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you already had that.
I do have it.
Yeah, we found him one at BotCon 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just said I already have it, but I bought a sealed one because I opened it.
Okay.
And I don't know where the box is, and it's not while it itself isn't G2, it is going to go on my G2 shelf, and I want to have
Yeah, I
everything
think that's fair.
in the box. So I saw it on Mandarake. Conversion rate's still pretty good, so I got it. Yeah, that's what I got this week.
Cool.
Let's jump to off topic, the ham sandwich portion, I guess that's the same thing. Ham sandwich is the off topic portion, either way, of what we got this week. I have my pile of loot shipping from Big Bad Toy Store with a bunch of Masters of the Universe, but I don't have it yet. So let's start with Diecast, who has been showing off something on camera during pre-show tonight, and he just put it back on.
I got Dr. Doom's helmet.
Didn't they have a hood with it earlier?
Well, yeah, it does have a hood, a separate piece to put on. It's pretty heavy, it's pretty tight on my head, which I usually have to tighten some of the helmets that I've gotten previously. So this is not your average size. It's a little bit smaller. No electronics or anything, I guess, because it comes with the hood and a stand, maybe. But I do enjoy it. I love Dr. Doom, so for when that came around, I had to pick it up. God, I know there's something else, but yeah, that was the big thing, was the Dr. Doom, and I'm getting the Switch tonight after the show. So
If you can stay awake long enough.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm on Red Bull, so I'm good.
So Triplet had pre-ordered 2 Switch 2s, and Walmart canceled the one that was mine last minute. In a
Thanks, Walmart.
Yeah, in a Herculean effort,
Yeah.
he spent an hour and a half on the phone today on his own dime, just trying to get it straightened out for me. So thank you for attempting.
We
You're a good soldier.
we make jokes about Triplet sometimes, but like Triplet's a really good dude.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Well,
He's in the Discord right
no,
now. tfradio.net
I mean-
/Discord.
yeah, that may or may not be why I said that. Like, nobody's perfect though.
He's actually in the Discord and not
Yeah.
playing
They discontinued Friday the 13th. He can't
Friday
play.
the 13th.
Yeah.
So what's his reason to live now?
His love for his cousin.
Oh,
Kill
okay.
me for saying that. Okay. Diecast, what'd you get?
No,
That
he already
was it.
went.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Matt, did you get anything?
Nope.
John?
Nope.
Chris?
No,
Rob?
Just a couple of quick things. I did get
almost a
Elden Ring.
clean sweep.
Yeah. I did get Elden Ring Night Rain, which is bizarre, but I like it. Imagine taking, Fortnite, Monster Hunter, and Elden Ring, putting them to a blender, and making a co-op game, and that's what you get. It's really weird, but I like it. It's also, as a FromSoft game, intensely frustrating. But anyway, yeah, we're checking out. If you intend to play it solo, wait until it goes on sale. Like, they patched it like the middle of the night and gave solo players an extra life so they could actually complete the first stage. Other than that, when I got Death's Head, Amazon also had the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection for PS4 on sale for $20. So that has, all the various Capcom versus games and a couple of their Marvel SNES games. So that's a good thing. I like those games. So yeah, I was happy to see that go on sale. And that's it.
Cool. Well, I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get an ad-free version of the show. You get it a day early, which doesn't mean 24 hours, just like the day before. You get it at a higher bit rate with a complete What We Got This Week segment, including non-Transformers content. There's a weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, unedited episodes of RSC. So we have an edit in this week's show, but you're not going to get it because it's just Don watching something inappropriate on his phone again. So that's just not going to make it out to anybody. If you're watching the live stream, you got it. If you are on Discord and you connect, you get a fancy color, red for Touch patrons, purple for everybody else. You get the There Goes My Money podcast a week early, and I think the newest one just hit the public feed today, or it may do it tomorrow. It's this week. So in the episode, in the podcast feed immediately prior to this, in the public feed, you'll have the latest episode that I was
The
on.
May 20th episode, right?
Yeah. So that's the one I was on. So that was fun.
It was a fun listen when I went back and did the full edit on it.
Yeah. So I skipped Don apparently, so that's fine. We'll catch
I
up.
could have sworn Don just said he didn't have anything.
Yeah, me too.
No.
We'll catch Don up next week. So, also edit point. because we're talking about something from the let's see here, edit point, hour 27 minutes.
That's also not going in the patron version.
That is also not going in the patron version. Okay. There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the Touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. And Touch patrons are mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits. And I want to thank our patrons at the Touch tier. Kevin Dorsey, Sent the Proto, Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton, and welcome this week to Crazy Word. Thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. If you want to be like these fine folks, it's a great time of the month to do it, just like Crazy Word did. Go to patreon.com/tfradio to sign up. So, you can find all of our stuff at tfradio.net, going back a lot of years. You can find me at briankilby.com and at kilby.bsky.social. Rob Springer, who's not here, is at RoboRobSpringer on Twitter, at zonebase.org, and at zonebase.bsky.social. Don, how do people find you?
Apparently not here.
He's HMRC, the number 4 EVR on Twitter. And
I mean,
Skype.
you're literally going to skip over me and not let me go.
Next week, Don.
Yeah, Don, that was the Patreon content. So this is more edits. So I'm not going back. Sorry. So how do people find you, Don?
Yeah, what Chris said.
Maybe Don won't be back next week. Hey,
No,
Diecast,
I mean,
how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on Twitter or X and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see all my reviews on tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/RFC reviews. I also have an Amazon wish list. My birthday's almost a month away, which is tfradio.net/diecast list.
Matt, how do people get a hold of you?
Melvar.bsky.social. 3 L's, 2 R's.
Chris?
My website is at playwithphotography.com. That's where my photo galleries are and the things I've written about toy photography. My Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/chrislist. And you can find me on Discord at tfradio.net/discord.
Rob?
I'm on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. You can also find me on YouTube doing Gundam game stuff at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. Gundam Battle Operation 2 still going, still doing a new robot every week. 500 robots in the game. Thursday mornings you can see what's been added. Patreon.com/flailthroughs if you want to support me in that. And I have a birthday in 3 weeks. tfradio.net/roblist. Or Claylist.
Playlist.
Yeah, Claylist.
Cool.
Rob pulled a me.
Yeah. John?
I hate it when mom and dad fight. You can find me at that John D everywhere except on eBay where I'm Cloudburst.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
So I've got to edit that out because I'm editing out Don's stuff. Hey, Don.
Okay, wait a minute. What the fuck?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I don't understand.
I forgot. We moved on. It's okay. I was just about to let you go and edit it in post.
No. I'm confused. I thought you were really mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you.
I thought you were.
For what?
The phone thing, because that was a mistake. Because I thought I had my phone.
I'd moved on past that. I hadn't even thought about that.
I thought you
Pepperidge
were
Farm
legitimately
remembers.
mad at me. That's why you skipped me.
No, I
Because you asked
forgot.
Diecast, and then you went to
I forgot.
Diecast
I'm
again.
juggling. I'm juggling 50 things.
He
No,
just
this is-
forgets. He's forgotten me several
I
times.
forget Matt
I was
all the
gonna say
time.
that.
I thought you were legitimately mad at me.
No.
Sometimes you don't even know John's here because John's not on
Okay.
video.
Yes.
All right, no, I thought you were legitimately mad at me.
Don. So, Don, do you want to do this? Do you want to? Let's. I can put it in post.
I as much as I would love to stay for the Don drama or the Donma, as I think we'll call it,
Yeah, Don.
I need to go.
Okay, Don.
So good night, everybody.
Don.
Okay, we'll do it next week.
No.
We'll do it next week. That's fine.
No. Let's.
No, I just thought you were legitimately mad at me. That's
Yeah,
why you skipped
I'm
me.
so pissed off at you, Don, right now. So, Don, actually,
Son of a bitch.
yeah. So, like, I even joked about in the thing here, like Don was watching porn again. Like,
No, I wasn't. I was.
I
trying
know
to
you
pull up-
weren't. Don.
No, that's fine. We'll just do it next week.
We'll do it
It's
next
fine.
week. Like unless you go like 45 minutes.
No, it'll take 5 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Or less.
Yeah. Dang it. I thought Don was pissed off because I forgot him.
Oh, I know what I forgot.
What?
Because of
Next
Don.
week.
Yeah, because of Don, I found those. Well, not I guess a little bit. I found those Jada toys. The 2 Street Fighter figures, Blanca and Saget, at Target in Virginia when I was down there for work. Because apparently none of the Targets around me carry them, but I found them in Virginia.
Yeah. So
I gotta say, I don't collect G.I. Joe Classified, but that Budo figure is making me second guess that.
You can buy one. It's okay.
That's how it
The
begins,
gateway
John.
drug.
That's how it
Yeah.
begins.
okay, dang it. I was hoping I was going to have a spat with Don, but it's just a misunderstanding. Like it's like we fight each other for like half the comic, then we realize we're on the same side, and then we end up going to defeat Doctor Doom together. Dang it.
I was just
Brian,
confused.
Brian
I,
B.
didn't,
Don.
I just
Don-
didn't know what the hell was going on. That's all.
Don still got smoke coming out his ears.
Yeah. It was not quite meltdown.
It
No, I
could have
just
been.
thought-
If you would
I
have
thought
just
you were-
pushed a
I
little
thought-
bit harder.
Oh,
I just thought you were legitimately
Brian-
mad at me, and that's why you skipped me.
Can we rework? Can we just pretend you're actually mad at him to get him to blow up? It'll be
No,
good
I don't want him
content.
pissed off. Like, not really. I mean, I could never want Don actually pissed off because it's the rib is like we love Don and Don's an easy target, but sometimes that was not me trying to target you, Don. That was me just literally thinking that I did it. That I already
Yeah.
did. 'Cause I'm,
Yeah, you just got the diecast twice, and then you forgot me. That's all. I
yes.
get it.
So yes, I cut the diecast twice. That's exactly it. Because again, I'm doing like 75 things when I host the show.
Does that mean you left me?
You're okay. You're okay. Dang it.
I did buy some stuff during this show, so take a drink.
So Blade says this is good Patreon content. Now the question is, I said I was going to edit all of that stuff out of the Patreon. I'm still
Oh,
recording.
leave it in. Leave it in.
I've got to leave it in.
Yeah. You need the full context.
I've got to leave it in.
Fine, but next week I'm giving you the
Yeah,
full
we got Don to
Dononomics.
swear. You have to leave it in.
I'm giving you the full Dononomics on one of my pieces next week, whether you like it or not.
Oh,
Recording
Rob
stopped.
left already. I got something for Rob
Oh,
off his wish list.
am I?
before
No, you're
forget.
not witnessing the end of the Beatles. You're. That was good. Okay, I'm gonna have to make that Patreon content. Don and Brian.
Yes.
Don and Brian fight.
Yes. It happened.
Wow, I like with Don and not with Ender. That's the amazing thing. Don, I'm proud of you. I just want you to know that.
You're two strong-willed men. So,
Like Don,
I just thought
Don's standing up for himself. That's awesome. Not that you wouldn't, but like you are such like a gentle giant. I just wouldn't expect you to stand up for yourself like that. That was great.
No, I thought Don doing the thing on his phone was kind of funny.
Yeah, me too.
no, I know what it was is I thought I saw a link to a store that had 86 Megatron up for pre-order, and it led to a video review.
He was
So-
rickrolled.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a review on an earlier Megatron, and someone had put up a link to a transformation and a possible store link.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So I'm gonna have so much editing to do in this for the public feed. But I mean, oh God.
And now I have to explain this to Chrissy so she doesn't come down there and have a word with you.
Oh, okay. Hey, good. Good. It's good.
Yikes.
It's good that she was gonna stand up for you too. That's awesome.
I think out of all the wives, Kim scares me the most.
She scares me the most. Yeah.
Well, remember, my wife is from West Virginia. They know where to hide the bodies.
Kim will.
I
Isn't that-
volunteered to help in the past.
Yeah.
Isn't that anywhere in West Virginia?
Yeah. So the way Kim puts it is that she'll kill you, bury you, and then help your family try to find you.
That's-
I think my wife has said. I think my
I
wife
mean,
has
she
said
has
something.
threatened to stab me multiple times.
Yeah, I think my wife has said something similar.
Dang it.
Or maybe cut me, not stab.
Cut is what she says. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
cut you.
Speaking of wives, I'm going to go check on mine.
Okay.
Tell her
watching,
we said hi.
yeah, people watching live and want to kill the stream. That was fun.
Tell her not to
Sure,
kill
let's
us.
call it that.
Sorry, Don.
All right. Well, I need to go anyway.
Yep.
I need to
Bye,
do some stuff around
YouTube.
here.
Have fun.
Y'all
Have
guys
fun,
have a good night.
Hey, Don.
You too.
Just